All right, let us start off with Eddie, since you're the new guy on the block here for today, as Randy is enjoying a couple of days off. So, Eddie, Doris writes in, she says, I'm buying a new home and the mortgage company keeps asking me for more and more documents to get the clear to close, which is the okay that you're going to close and buy the house. She's wondering, why isn't there a list of documents needed so she can furnish everything needed at one time? Why do they keep coming back for more information? Eddie, good question.
That is a good question, and there should be an extensive list of documents given up front. But what occurs a lot of times during the process is that some of those documents will have the underwriter reach out and want clarification documents. So, for example, let's say that you have a bank statement that shows a payment coming out that wasn't listed on the application. So they want to know if there's an additional payment that needs to be included in the debt ratio that they didn't see. So they want to get clarification on that. And sometimes documents expire. Everything needs to be within 30 days of closing. So if you have a pay stub that was older, that was maybe given during the pre-approval process, maybe the underwriter wants a more updated pay stub before closing, or an updated bank statement that would hit that 30-day aging category.
And if I'm not mistaken, things tightened down after the debacles of 2008, 9, 10, 11, and 12, where there wasn't all this check and balance. And so now the underwriters are being a lot more thorough or more specific. Is that what it's all about?
Absolutely. Regulations were put in place to make sure that individuals buying homes supplied their needed documentation to prove that they could afford the home. So all that is very strictly monitored, and that's why the updated documents are needed.
Yeah, we all remember, well, many of us remember, including Lee, the no doc loans that were given out, and who knew who was buying at one point. That's how loose it got. But
We used to we used to call those the fog the mirror loan. If you could fog a mirror back then, you could probably get a mortgage, and that was part of the problem, or maybe the entire problem of what happened to the industry back in starting in 2008.
When if you folks want to hear and see a copy of the show, whenever that is, you can go to LouisvilleAnswers.com. LouisvilleAnswers.com. It's a redirect to our YouTube channel, where this show will reside with all the other shows. We've done lots of shows, and there's a lot of information there. LouisvilleAnswers.com. And if you'd like to see what sellers are saying about us, I have a new camera I just bought. I love technology, and many of you may know that. And on a diving expedition with my wife, LaDonna, back in July, I had my GoPro, but I had borrowed a little housing for the GoPro to go underwater with, because I couldn't find the one I owned. And it leaked and it burned up my GoPro.
Oh.
So I just bought a new Insta360 5X, which looks phenomenal. Now I've got a lot of closings coming up in the next couple of weeks, so I'll be adding to this. So if you want, just check it out, LouisvilleSellersTalk.com. But you can go there now and see what I've already posted, but there's some other ones coming. LouisvilleSellersTalk.com. I'm excited about this new I love technology in addition to real estate.